Good evening, everyone. I'm Lizzie,
And I'm May.
and we are Mayhem Mamas.
We're on this channel. We talk about what we want because it's our channel.
Yes, it is, and tonight's going to be a fun episode. We've been looking forward to this all week. As you can see, May has renamed herself. She is Miss May
Yes.
USA, um,
Yes.
a tribute to our show tonight.
Yes.
So what we've decided to do this evening is, and first off, we want to welcome everybody back. Thank you for listening to us. We appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button. That's a great way to show us your support, and it's free. Also, hit the like button, and comment. We'd love to hear what you're thinking, show ideas, all that kind of stuff. But be sure you hit that subscribe button. So
Right.
tonight we're going to start off. Well, we're going to talk about um, the Miss USA pageant, which happened last Monday night. And BuzzFeed did this article, and in the article it shows all the states and their costumes.
Right.
And so over the years, I mean, I grew up watching the Miss USA competition, and they always have a costume that's supposed to reflect the state that they're representing. And
Right.
so for me, I feel like when you look at this costume, you should be able to say, "Oh, that's which state it is. Like that's California or that's Washington or at least narrow it down to a region. Like that's
Right.
West Coast, that's East Coast, that's Midwest, that's North." Um man, this year I think everybody flopped and bombed on that one. There's very, very few on here that I think really hit the mark. And so what we want to do
Yeah.
is just kind of take state by state their contestant and just break it down, girl, because some of these people I don't know what they were thinking.
Oh, yeah. And just for reference, I am a huge RuPaul Drag Race fan, and this is one of the challenges that they do a lot of. A lot of the queens represent their states. And I think a lot of these women should have watched episodes or maybe reached out or something, maybe had some designers because a lot of these poor women just and I don't know how much this category was on their score, but boy, they did not do well in this category,
Yeah,
I
there
feel
just
like.
wasn't a lot of I just don't feel like there was a lot of thought and creativity.
Mm-mm. No.
They just missed the mark as far as I'm concerned. And there again, it's our channel, it's our opinion, so don't send us a bunch of hate comments if your state's competitor is not favored by us, their costume. So that
Yeah,
has nothing to do with the person or the state. It's just we're looking at the costumes. So we're going to
yeah.
scroll all the way down
To
to the
number one.
first. Yeah, we're going to scroll all the way down the article so we can get to the first one, which I believe is Miss Massachusetts. Yep, there she is.
Yeah.
This one here, I just don't even know what she's thinking. The thing is so big, it looks like it could just tip her backwards.
Uh,
Um,
uh,
I understand that Boston is proud of the Red Sox and they have every right to be, but um, I don't know. I just think this thing hit missed completely.
right. Wow. There were a lot of peacocks injured in making that outfit.
Yeah, the poor peacocks. I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
And like we had talked about earlier, it looks like a target. It
Yeah.
looks like you want to do target practice of some sort.
Or
So
the Hunger Games or some
I
I
don't
don't know.
even know. It just doesn't do it for me. So
No.
let's move on
No.
because I'm
But she did I mean, you look at that and you can go, "Okay, Boston. Got it." At least
yeah.
she did make where she's
Well,
from.
only because she put the name on there. If she hadn't have been the had the big B and the Red Sox up there, you wouldn't have known where she was from.
Well, it has it on her chest.
Oh yeah, and I guess that's where most people are probably looking.
Look,
All right,
yeah.
let's
Yep.
move on.
Uh,
This one is just I
mm-mm.
mean, come on. Can't we just
Mm-mm.
I don't even know. And I know that anytime you see potatoes, you're gonna know what state that is, but couldn't we just be I don't even. This
She
one
looked like she
here,
got the inspiration from a supermarket, really.
no joke, like, right?
Yeah.
It looks
Like,
that oh, yeah, it's just cheesy.
yeah.
It's just cheesy. Like, there's just almost no thought put into it. It's
And
like, I
I
don't
don't
know, girl.
understand the butterflies.
I don't either. I don't
I
understand.
don't.
Like I said, the potatoes give it away as to what state it probably is, but no creativity whatsoever in this. It was just thrown together. It
Good for
looks
her
like it
for
was
saving.
something that she did in a hotel the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for her.
She yeah. So we'll go on.
Uh.
Miss Oregon. Oh, Miss Oregon. And I don't even yeah, if I didn't know that this was Miss Oregon, I would not know that that was the state. And I mean, she's just got stuff hanging all over her. She's got the bird's nest on her head. She's got the animals on her
Mm-mm.
shoulders. The plant, like ivy looking plant things hanging from her waist, and the
Yeah.
flowers. And then, let's throw some ballroom gloves on here to dress it up a
She's
little
got.
bit.
sh- She went. I mean, I know I said like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but this woman went to the Dollar Tree and got every flower that they had half off and just put it on her body. I mean, she's got
Yeah,
Spanish moss, she's got ferns,
I just
she's
don't
got
even know about
roses and
this.
like a
Yeah,
curtain panel
yeah,
and a
you know,
bathing suit and some
it's just,
toys.
it's just weird. It's just weird. Let's move.
Nobody, she has no friends.
No, and it's way
Nobody's,
down the list. Way down the list. Like,
nobody said,
uh-uh.
okay,
Now,
so,
this one, we decided that West Virginia, and we're thinking, oh, it's kind of a colorful, creative costume.
uh
And
huh,
then we realized that West Virginia is the butterfly state.
right,
So that makes sense. I think she
right,
did a great job. She used
right,
creativity and originality. It's not too out there, but obviously, if you know that West Virginia is the butterfly state, you're going to guess that. So far, she's done the best job.
right,
Good for you,
right.
Miss West Virginia.
Yes, and it's pretty
Yeah, it's
and
pretty.
cool. Good for her.
Oof. Which leads us to Miss Washington.
Mhm.
Well, it took me a while to figure out that was a transformer. What about
Yeah.
you?
Well, I knew what she was going for.
Uh
I
huh.
didn't understand the Barbie box behind her.
Right. Well, and then we started looking at it, and Mattel makes Barbie and Transformer toys. And so, my next question, if I'm looking at this, would be okay, was Mattel originated? Like, was it the founder from Washington State? Was the first corporate office there, the manufacturers, all that kind of stuff? Well, apparently, it is relatively close.
Mhm.
Um, so, yeah, thought process behind that, yeah, I think it's definitely a miss. I would have done something so much different for Washington if I was from Washington State.
Yeah,
And the
but I mean,
costume is not complimentary at all. Why didn't she
no.
put the Transformer packaging behind her and dress like a Barbie?
Yeah, that was my thought, but I guess maybe she's trying to do this gender inclusive thing, maybe thinking outside the box. I don't really
Maybe, I
know.
don't know. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't really give me
Uh,
those types of vibes either.
no.
Um, okay, so she's not
Yeah,
doing very well. I don't
I
like
do
it. I'm
like the
not.
boots though.
Yeah.
Those are some cool looking boots. Another flower.
And what I'd say is that Miss Iowa and Miss Oregon got together
I will
and
say,
went shopping together.
well, at least Miss Iowa doesn't have stuffed animals on her
No, but you want
body.
me to tell you what I thought of when I initially first saw this photo? I think I
Hmm.
told you I thought of Hawaii.
Yeah. So are those magnolias? Or supposed to be magnolias?
I guess.
Which I don't think of magnolias as pink
Yeah,
and green.
I'm just Iowa? This looks more islandy or tropical. It gives me that
Yeah.
kind of a vibe, and that is not what Iowa is.
No, but
So
I
for
bet it took
me,
a long time stoning that little bathing suit
well, I'm
piece.
sure it did, but
The
I'm not a
rest of it
fan.
has to go.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No,
Not at all. Big, definitely a miss for me.
less is more.
Yeah. This New Jersey. Okay, so yes, if I were going to guess what state this was in, I would either say Nevada or New Jersey because they have the big casino life there. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, it's not horrible, and at least I could guess the state, but
Yeah,
it's just so big behind.
I don't like the hat.
I don't care for the hat either. No, I think she should have toned that down just a little bit, but it's better than some we've seen.
Yeah, it wasn't a miss on the assignment. I could get New Jersey out of that.
Uh-huh. Right, me too. So I'd say as far as that goes, it's probably a hit,
Yeah,
even though I'm not just in love with it.
right. She did at least understand the
Yes,
assignment.
she got the assignment right. Miss Wyoming.
I mean, come on.
I
You showed up in a bathing suit with go-go boots and you
brought a little flag with you to hold behind. I I don't like it.
mm-mm.
I think she could have done a lot of other things,
Tons of other things.
but yeah, I don't care for it at all. I don't
No,
feel like there was really any creativity in this
this
at
is an
all.
afterthought. This is, "Ah, crap, we gotta come up with a costume."
Yeah, well, it's like I feel like last night, the night before the
Yeah.
pageant, she's in the hotel room trying to figure out what she can do.
Mhm.
So, and she, I don't know, does that look like it's bedazzled on her swimsuit or just tie-dyed?
Her swimsuit's just shiny material.
Yeah, very strange. Yeah, definitely a miss for me on that one.
I wonder if I wonder if that was maybe her skirt that opened up into that.
I have no idea.
I mean, I guess if that was the case, it would have little been a little bit better, but if
Right, but
that's
it looks like there's a rod. See
it
how it's
does.
straight?
Right.
It doesn't look like it was a skirt because it's looks like there's a curtain rod in there of some sort.
Right. So I wonder if it was supposed to be like a bustle and then like she fanned it out.
I
Either
don't
case, I don't
know.
like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it either. Miss Nebraska.
No.
No, I
First of
don't.
all, she looks like something from the Black Swan with the
Yes,
makeup and the
she does.
headpiece.
Yes, right. Um,
Her outfit's too big for her. It doesn't fit.
yes, that's what I was gonna say. If her dress were more tailored, more designer looking, I like the color. I think that
Mhm.
if it was more fitted to her, um, and she didn't have that headset or that head dress thing on her head,
Mhm.
it would probably be a little bit different. And I don't mind the scales. I get what she's going for there, but still, I don't like it.
Mm-mm.
I don't like it. It is not flattering whatsoever.
But she's got some toned arms.
Yes, she does. Yes. These are all
So,
beautiful women, don't get us
oh
wrong.
yeah,
This has nothing to
absolutely.
do with anything but just the costumes. So, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm mixed on this one. I don't really care for it, but
What's it
it
supposed to represent?
it could be well, she has the scales of justice. Um, that she's got hanging. The only thing I don't like about that either is from like this, it almost looks like it's a hanger.
That's
Like she
exactly
just
what it is. It's a
does.
hanger.
That's what it looks like to me. So I don't know. It seems
They put
like
fabric over a hanger or tape.
yeah,
That's all that is, and put, like, candle holders on the ends of it.
yeah. It's very
2nd grade
weird.
craft.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I mean, for me, when I think about Nebraska, I think about like prairies and spacious farmlands and that kinds of stuff.
I think about
Uh,
corn.
I mean, one of the other things I think in Nebraska, that's where Kool-Aid originated.
Hmm,
Um, I don't know. I just feel like you could do something else. So for me, yeah, nah, let's move.
yeah.
Oh, so many thoughts on this one as well. You know, Oklahoma has so many other things that they are known for rather than the Thunder basketball team.
Mhm,
And this was so far, even though I don't like any of the other outfits, this was zero preparation, like zero. She got a basketball, it looks like she bedazzled it maybe a little bit,
mhm,
and a jersey with some booty shorts to make it look like a cheerleading uniform, and
mhm,
some boots. This was zero creativity. She probably went down to the Paycom Center, went into one of the stores, and bought this stuff. And that's
mhm,
it. I don't like it.
mm-mm.
There's so many other things she could have and should have done for that state. Disappointed.
Yeah,
Very disappointed.
there's a lot of sh in my opinion, she could have went to a lot of the tribal communities and asked for their input
Right. Yeah, there's
on
just
that. I mean,
so
there's
many
just
other things.
yeah,
Yeah, disappointment.
but mm.
Oh, Tennessee.
Now this had this whole huge message behind it, and it was just absolutely lost on me.
Okay.
This had let me see, let me find my notes here about what this represented. But here's the thing, if I don't see this and go, oh, absolutely, I see that, then we have an issue. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess I did. So Tennessee's was supposed to be like the women's suffrages or the suffrages of I think they said the women's suffrages and the shackles and bondages and stuff like that. Thus the little things on her wrists, the
Okay.
cuffs,
Okay.
and I guess the flames of injustice. I'm not really sure. There was some
Wow.
kind of statement it was supposed to make. Just totally bloop passed me by.
Yeah, I would never, ever, ever have known this was Tennessee. I mean, when I think of Tennessee, one of the first things I think about is the huge music scene that they have going on there.
Uh-huh.
I think of the uh, Smoky Mountains,
Right.
and I think of they're known for some great whiskey. And so I just don't know. I mean, I'm all for a message
Right.
and a positive message, but this just doesn't say that to me. Like this is a costume you'd have to get up there and give an explanation of because I'm looking at it and I'm not getting it. So I think she missed the assignment.
Well, this is gonna sound so ignorant, but they had fires this year, didn't they?
In Tennessee?
Yeah, they had some huge fires because
Uh-huh.
that's what when I saw this, I was like, "Oh, this is like because they had fires this year, right?"
Yeah, I
And
don't
th that wasn't even it
no.
either.
No. No, I think this was a huge, huge miss.
But again, we're just seeing a picture of something that may have it's a pretty red dress.
Sure, yeah, it does, but it does to me, it doesn't
But
represent
I'm not saying
suffrage.
Tennessee.
No, no, or suffrage.
So,
Miss
okay.
Nevada.
Yeah.
Okay. And I definitely would, for sure. My first guess would have been Nevada, and if that wasn't
Yep.
right, my next guess would have been New Jersey. But um, I mean, she definitely completed the assignment properly.
Mhm.
She
Mhm.
used creativity. I actually
Mhm.
even like that her skirt has that background on it. I think it's
Absolutely.
kind of cool.
Mhm.
Um, as far as what she's wearing, that's a lot of times what the girls wear in the
Mhm.
casino. So I think she kind of hit it.
Mhm.
Honestly, I think she hit it. I think she hit the nail on the head.
Oh, yeah.
So far, I think this is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite so far.
She
Okay,
did a
good
good
job,
job.
Nevada. Good
Yep.
job.
Of course, I mean, yeah, if you don't do gambling in Nevada.
um, yeah, I don't. I.
I look at this and I see Mardi Gras for some reason.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah, for sure.
I mean, it isn't, but do you know what this is supposed to be? What she had
I have no idea.
this
Do
is
you?
supposed to be the her inspiration was the presidential seal,
Oh, I see that now. Huh.
but it looks like she's carrying a toy rake and then that she has
Toy ring.
a rake on the back with some
I don't.
I
No,
like
I
the bathing
wouldn't.
suit part though. I mean, that's intricate. I don't like the
Well, sure, but what does it
headpiece.
have to do with the presidential seal?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah,
I just
I don't I would have never guessed that, and
uh-uh.
I don't like it. Nope,
No.
sorry. It was a miss. It is a miss. All right, so now we're going to go to the next one.
Uh-oh.
Gonna go to the next one. Minnesota. So, I actually kind of like this.
Mhm.
Um, I kind of get a Vikings vibe
Mhm.
off of this.
Mhm.
And, Minnesota is extremely cold. Lots of outdoor activities, hiking, fishing, camping, any of that kind of stuff.
Well,
Um,
their football team is Minnesota Vikings.
and right, that's what I was gonna say next. And they're obviously their football team. But
Uh-huh.
I like that she did it this way though.
Uh-huh.
Instead of throwing uh, the jersey on or whatever. I like
Uh-huh.
that she made it Viking as in the word,
Uh-huh.
and then she's got all this warm clothing and that kind of stuff on. I like it.
I think she did a good job.
I think
It's
she did
cute
too. Yeah, I think this is my favorite.
and fashionable and
Yeah,
yeah,
very
I like
fashionable.
it.
It's just adorable. I think
She
she
did a
put a
good job.
lot of thought into it,
Or whoever did it for her.
or whoever did it for it. Oh,
This is
North
just
Carolina.
God bless.
Right. So, North Carolina, obviously she's trying to be a Panthers cheerleader. Um, This is one of the things I really don't understand about these states that are like Miss Minnesota. I like that when you look at her, you think Vikings, and then you think about it for a second, and obviously you know the football team,
Mhm.
but she did it to where it pulled in more other elements from the state,
Mhm.
and so this is just, I mean, there's so much more that North Carolina has to offer than just the Panthers. And I don't like those big pom-poms out there. I mean, it looks like it just doesn't. I don't know why she needed 4 of them, Like, why couldn't she have just carried 2 pom-poms? There's things that I feel like she could have done differently to make it cuter. I don't like those boots that she
Yeah.
has on with it. It's got the little whirly twirly thing around on that one, like, I don't know, I just don't like it. I think it looks
Uh-uh.
ridiculous.
Unless
Looks
those
ridiculous.
pom-poms spin in the back. I just well, even
Or
then, I still
fireworks
don't like
shoot out of them.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Uh,
That's a miss
but,
for me.
yeah, she just yeah, no.
Yep. Miss Florida.
Hmm,
Now, she has gone with a tribal theme.
yeah, yeah, Seminoles.
Uh-huh. And now, see, this is something I feel like there's a couple other states that could have done, and it would have been like I wouldn't have thought of Florida
Really?
first off.
Hmm,
Now, she does have the Seminole
flag.
showing, so that helps you think of Florida.
Mhm,
But if it were just the outfit, I wouldn't have thought of Florida. That's just me personally.
hmm.
But I think she did a good job. I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
crazy about it,
I would
but
prefer her do that versus, like well, I guess she could I mean,
there's so many things she could have done from Florida.
yeah, but I'm glad she chose this
Sure. Yeah. Like I said, I like it.
instead of Mickey Mouse or something.
Right. Yeah, that would have been
At least she did this.
right. Okay.
Good for her.
Oh, Miss Connecticut. So what
So
what is what is the deal here?
So I guess that's where the naval flight school is.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
She's got a flight suit on and a parachute-ish thing. And she looks like Top Gun, so but I mean, but if you're
I
from Connecticut, I guess that's a huge thing. So, I
all
guess
right.
I mean, she looks cute. Good for her.
Yeah,
And Maverick was a huge movie this year, so
that's true. That's true.
good for her.
All right. Miss Louisiana.
Oh my stars.
What is that even? What is that around her? Like her head?
She has this I don't know what's around her head. I think it's supposed to represent a I don't know. And then on her jumper, she has like a swamp pattern with some birds and
Yeah, it looks like a pelican.
yeah, and
Is that a
some
pelican?
trees. I, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. Like
That is
mosquito
weird.
netting back there and some tulle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't know. I mean, that I don't
I'm
know.
just no, no, no.
Yeah, I mean, when I think of Louisiana, I think of things like Mardi Gras, obviously, and like Cajun
Yes.
Creole type food and
Yeah.
blues music, jazz music. the bayou, that kind of stuff is what I think of. Um, so I don't know. That's different take for sure. All right, I'm not a fan though.
No, it's just ugly as sin. I just no. Okay, Miss New Hampshire.
All right, this gives me Rihanna vibes.
She looks a lot like Rihanna, I
Yeah, and it
think, her
just looks like
face.
something Rihanna would do in her concert.
She's got some
What state
ladybugs
is
on her.
this?
This is New
New
Hampshire.
Hampshire. Huh.
This looks like
It's kind of giving off almost a little bit of an oriental vibe with her fans,
uh-huh. It looks like some sort of iris type flower.
and that may be their
State
obviously I
flower.
don't know the state flowers for everything
Uh-uh.
or any of that kind of stuff. Um
But it's intricate. It's got a lot of detail. It's doesn't look like it was thrown together.
right.
So,
Yeah, okay.
she did a good job.
Uh-huh. Miss Indiana. Well, I like the pattern on the swimsuit, but don't uh I just don't know.
She looks like she has a piece of fabric draped around her waist, and then
Uh-huh.
I don't.
It I mean, the
So
headpiece is giving me like Statue of Liberty vibes.
yeah, and it was the first electrical lit city in the world. Indiana was,
Okay, so that's
which
what she's trying to do. She's trying
I
that's a
didn't.
chandelier it looks like.
Yeah,
She like hanging onto a chandelier and she has the lights in her crown. I think it's just they're just taking off on that electricity thing.
yeah,
So good for her. She had a little
yeah,
modern stuff with her little print on her swimsuit. All
yeah.
right.
I just feel like it could have been done a little differently,
Yeah.
but whatever.
This Colorado. What in the world? Is that like deer antlers on her head? Or elk antlers? Or what is that on her head?
She looks like a beetle that's been torn open,
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no,
in my opinion. I don't know what she's supposed to be, but whatever she is, does it not look like she's supposed to be ripped in half?
Maybe surely she's not supposed to be an animal that's been hunted or something.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to look this up. What
I,
is she,
I
Miss
Miss
Colorado?
Colorado, yeah. It's very strange. I
And if
mean,
you're having to look it up, she obviously, I mean, I would have never known she was from Colorado.
no, I mean, you think about mountains and
Uh-huh.
plateaus, rivers, skiing. I mean, you do think of camping and hunting and hiking and those
Mhm.
kinds of, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's just, I don't like it at all.
No.
Okay.
Hold on, I have to look this up to see what on earth.
Yeah, I don't like it. It just is so weird. Miss Virginia. Okay. So obviously, she is giving a shout out to the fire department in Virginia. Uh,
To, I
I
mean,
mean, well, I know Virginia's for lovers, but I didn't
uh,
know Virginia was for firefighters.
do they not have other firefighter? I mean, Are they the only place that has firefighters? Because I feel like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have firefighters here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jiminy Christmas, there's so much stuff you could do with
Uh-huh.
Virginia historically. Um, and I mean, their saying's always been Virginia's for lovers. I mean,
Uh-huh.
but I don't get it must be something personal for her.
Okay,
Uh,
well, it's not the Miss Personal USA pageant. It's
no, I mean, I don't know. Virginia, I don't know.
no.
I don't know. I mean, I would have never guessed Virginia
No.
in a million years. So yeah, for me, it's a mess,
Yeah, you didn't.
big time.
No. Yeah,
All right, let's move.
good for
Let's
you
move
though.
on out of her. Miss Georgia, here we go. Miss Georgia. Uh
Well,
oh, Coca-Cola. That's where Coca-Cola headquarters, I think, is at.
yeah, I guess. And then she
Is it
has
Georgia?
uh peaches up there,
Yeah,
so
I think
I
she's
mean,
got like a little bit of. She's got several things that Georgia's famous for, and so I mean, I'm not just thrilled with the back stuff she's got on her back, but as far as
yeah.
everything else goes, I mean, she did pick up on things. I mean, I would definitely say Georgia.
Yeah.
So I think she did good.
Yeah, she
All right, let's move.
did the assignment.
All right, Miss Maryland.
Oh.
Okay.
Whatever that issue is behind her, all those curtain draping fabrics, she should have left that stuff at home.
Yeah, the feathers and all that should have been left. I don't know what her.
What is she,
I
Miss
don't know. She's Miss Maryland,
Maryland?
and I'm not real sure what she's going for here.
Uh,
I
oh, she's the
sh-
Eastern Seashore. I mean, I got water vibe from it, but
well,
I wouldn't have
yeah, of
thought of
course,
that.
it's a coastal state, but I would have never got Eastern Seashore out of that. So like she just
No,
didn't know what to do. So she just decided she was going to do different
do
colors of blue.
everything.
Different colors of
Yeah,
blue. Yeah,
yeah.
no. Okay. That's a miss.
I do like
Sorry.
the top and
I
the bottom. I
Yeah,
do
I
like
mean
aspects of the. It
it's
just,
it's okay, but not to say what your state's
yeah.
about. Miss Texas.
This is just a miss for me. I'm
There's a
sorry.
whole lot going on. Those look like the drapes from Gone with the Wind.
They do. Was making, she didn't know what to do. She was in her hotel room. She panicked. She grabbed the curtains off of her
I'm
window.
telling you, and she's got feathers going, and I mean, Texas?
She's
No,
supposed
no.
to be a bluebonnet, but that is the most loose interpretation of a
Yeah,
bluebonnet I have
no.
ever seen.
You know what she looks? She looks like a Vegas showgirl.
She does.
And that's probably if I hadn't have already seen the Vegas one, I mean the Nevada one, I would have said Nevada
Uh-huh.
because she looks like a showgirl. And then if not, I might even have said New York for like all of the
Broadway?
Broadway stuff. Yeah, yeah, no, that's a miss and a half.
Yeah, no.
And
Sorry.
yeah, no. And by the way, she did come in first place, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, let's go on
Yeah.
down.
No.
I don't like it. Vermont
I mean,
Vermont is an absolutely gorgeous state, and their foliage is fabulous, but I I don't know. I mean, I feel like if she's gonna do all of those leaves, she should have just put a park bench on her booty so she could have sat down. I I
but
I don't get the draping
I
behind
mean, when I
her.
think of Vermont, that's all I hear about is
Maple leaves. South Dakota. Wow.
mm-mm-mm.
I don't like that big old. X bow looking thing she's got on her.
Well, that's the
Uh,
flower.
it just looks like a big ol' X to me. Yeah, and then she's got the petals in on her like netting train that she has behind her. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like any of that.
Yeah. Ohio. Oh wow. She looks like she just walked into Target and got one of their dresses off the rack.
Mhm.
Ohio. And then she's got all these flowers on her head.
Mhm.
What does that even have to do with Ohio?
Ohio.
I mean, I don't I don't understand that at all.
I don't
Huh.
either,
Yeah,
but I
I
don't
mean
like it.
Ohio's the Buckeye state, people.
And it's not flattering to her shape.
No, what it looks like dresses that they have like at Target right now. Just
Right.
those big like bag dresses. It looks like she
Prairie
just
looking
yeah, Little
dresses.
House on the Prairie type stuff. She just went in and grabbed one off the shelf and threw a shower cap on and gorilla glued some
That's what it
flowers
looks
from
like. It looks
the
like those,
dollar
uh,
store.
is it those swim caps back in the what was it, the
Yes,
50s with those
50s.
flower prints on them?
Yeah. It looks like she just threw a shower cap on and gorilla glued some
Ugh,
flowers on there. It's horrible. I mean, there's so many other things that Ohio has to offer, you know?
and
I
this
mean,
wasn't it.
if nothing else, I mean, they have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there if nothing else.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ugh,
That's crazy. All right, well, let's go on to the next one. Who do we
wow.
have next? Miss Illinois. Well, Miss Illinois.
Famously known for their butterfly crotches.
Well, there you go.
And their unkept never mind. Ah,
I,
mm-mm.
I don't. When I think about Illinois, like I think about like
Chicago and mobsters.
well, I think about. I mean, even if you want to go like back in history stuff, like what they did for the automotive industry, you know. Um, yeah, and there were mobsters and stuff like that, but they were also big and like if you want to go way back in like the Underground Railroad. And so I mean there's so many deep history type things that you could use. Um, I don't know. You've got Route 66 goes up through there and I mean there's just so much stuff.
And
This is
butterflies.
yeah, apparently butterflies. So okay, that's a miss for me.
And butterfly crotches.
Yeah, crazy. New Mexico. Now this just looks
Oh,
like Big Bird.
home of
Like
Big
there's no
Bird.
and another one, this is another one that looks like a Vegas showgirl.
That
I just
he-
I don't
oh,
understand.
that's frightening. The head thing on her head, that beak and those eyes is just frightening.
Yeah, she looks like Big Bird.
It looks like an evil big bird in a
I
horror
mean,
movie.
is it supposed to be something that has to do with
Oh, I think I read something about a yellow chicken,
like
but I don't know if they were joking.
I mean, is it supposed to be stuff like from ancient type peoples? Like, is it a symbol? Is I guess is what I'm trying to say for something. I don't understand it.
Why did the yellow chicken cross the road?
Um, I don't know, but not to win the USA pageant.
No,
Yeah, I
because it
mean,
got hit and made into this costume.
right. I
None of it's
don't know.
okay.
No, it's not. Let's just move on. It just looks like Big Bird to me. This Rhode
Speaking of,
Island. Yeah.
here's Big Bird's cousin.
You know what this look You know what this looks like to me? Like the little feather things that are on her head and on her shoulders and on her arms and all that. It almost looks like something you would see underwater, like in a coral reef or something. Like this
Oh,
just kind of gives me
it's
more
Rhode
of a
Island.
tropical feel.
Hmm. Rhode Island. I don't know, what is she supposed to be? Fire? A
M-
flame?
Maybe?
A bird? Roadrunner? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
If I'm not getting it though, she didn't deliver it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Unless
don't.
they
Yeah, I don't
have
know.
the
Yeah, we
national.
didn't get it. Let's just move on because I don't get it. Miss Hawaii. This does not give nothing about this says Hawaii to me. None of it.
So, evidently, she took her inspiration from a volcano
From
person.
a volcano?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
or
First off,
volcano
why did she
goddess or
use
something.
those colors?
Well,
I mean,
because
no, no. Move
I
on.
don't
I don't
know.
even want to because I'm going to say something I don't want to say.
She has
Just move.
coral on her head at least.
I just don't even. That is just ridiculous to me. Miss
Ah.
Alaska. Talk about ridiculous. Just keep going.
Okay,
Just
well,
keep.
hold on now. When I figured out, or when they explained what it was, or said where she got her inspiration from, I was like, okay, it's supposed to represent the midnight sun.
Okay, keep scrolling.
I
No,
mean, it's pretty.
yeah, I don't like it at all. Oh my goodness. Mississippi. Mississippi, Mississippi. What is
There's
she
better
supposed to be?
magnolia.
And she's just the grass?
Well, magnolias grow on trees, so I think she's supposed to be a. I really don't know what she's supposed to be.
Yeah, because I mean, grass is green, trunks are not normally. I don't know. I'm so lost with these people. I obviously have no sense of artistic creativity because I'm not getting these.
Well, you shouldn't have to.
And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just dumb when it comes to all this stuff. And these people that are listening are probably like, "Gee, she doesn't know anything." I'm not artsy, and anyone that knows me knows that about me. But I, I think I know enough about things to know that that don't look good.
You, you, they are playing this to the public audience. It's on television. I don't know what channel aired this, but your general viewing audience should not have to be highly educated to figure out what the heck you're trying to
Well, yeah. I
stand
mean,
out.
you shouldn't have to spend the whole time you're watching the show trying to figure out what state they're from.
Right.
Just put a sign on them. Just put a
Right.
sash on them like they used to and let them walk around. Forget the costumes.
I mean, at least Idaho said potatoes, and you're like, okay, Idaho.
Idaho, right.
But I mean, she does have magnolias,
She
which I
does.
guess is their flower, but there's so many more ways to do this.
Uh-huh.
Way better.
Yeah.
I don't even like the outfit. It's just you, and the shoes are just
Oh,
bless
they're
your heart.
horrible. Yeah, the whole thing.
Another one that's just absolutely ridiculous and totally silly.
That looks like Creature from the Black Lagoon. That
She,
costume.
what is she, Miss Maine?
Miss
She
Maine.
was supposed to be the coastline.
And it's black?
maybe at night or after an oil spill. I don't know.
Yeah, after an oil spill, maybe.
And if those are ostrich feathers, that outfit was very expensive.
Yeah, and here we go again, people. Save the birds.
Yeah, there's some naked ostriches
I
pissed
mean,
off that you've
save the
taken their feathers to look
birds.
like that.
Yeah, I mean,
And what
I,
are
d-
you adding these little hangy down sparkly things for? What
I
is
don't
that
understand
for?
that. I mean, the coastline of Maine is real rocky. So for me, that doesn't give me like rocky type vibes. And I mean, why not do something like they're known for their lighthouses? Like, and obviously other things. Like for me, when I think of Maine, I think of lobsters.
Come out as a fisherman or something.
Yeah, yeah. Whale
No.
watching, those
Yeah.
kinds of things. Ugh.
And again, here we have a sports outfit.
Which all it is the number on her black dress.
What is she? What is this? Michigan.
Zero. Zero creativity.
I can't remember what Michigan even is now.
Their foot, uh, the
It's
University of
football.
Michigan. Yeah, the University of Michigan is the Wolverines.
Well, it's NFL.
Um, uh, the
And this
Detroit
lightning.
Lions. The Detroit Lions.
Oh. Well, she has
But that
lightning
doesn't.
bolts on her.
But that doesn't give me either vibes. I mean, the colors are kind of in the 97 of the team, but it doesn't give me vibes of any. I mean, that doesn't give me Detroit Lion vibes.
Oh, not even a little bit.
No.
Oh, I guess there's the Panthers too.
Huh?
There's the Panthers. Michigan Panthers.
Panthers? What is that? What team is that?
Michigan. American football.
The Panthers are in North Carolina. All right. Well, look at you, basketball girl. Go.
No.
Nope. Just go on. I don't even want to talk about it. It's
Mm-mm.
just that bad. Oh my. Re- really? Yeah,
I
no.
think she's supposed to be a phoenix.
Oh, maybe. Maybe so. I mean, I don't care for it, but I guess if that's what she's supposed to be, I can see that kind of now.
Yeah, I guess that was her best interpretation of a
Yeah,
phoenix.
okay. Well, Miss
So
Missouri.
so
Uh,
this one's kind of an unfair depiction because when I read more into it, her little skirt comes off and inside the skirt is a tribute to Maya Angelou, who was from Missouri.
right.
I did not know
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So
All right.
kudos to her.
Yep, good for her. All right. Okay, so Miss South Carolina.
I don't know.
Do we even know what she said her was supposed to be? I mean, is she trying to be the coastline too?
I don't really know what she's trying to be. A
Yeah,
bird.
I don't know. I mean, she's kind of got the whimsical and the feather thing going like Maine had for the coastline. So I'm just wondering, is she supposed to be maybe a coastline as well?
What is she holding in her hand?
It looks like a staff of some sort.
It looks like a lamp. Like,
It does.
see right here?
Oh, I see that.
That's not her arm.
It's hard to tell what that is,
It
actually.
is. Because her arm is coming back here,
Uh huh.
right?
Uh huh. Yeah, maybe it is kind of a lamp or a ball or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Miss
I don't
South
know.
Carolina, home of the flamboyant lampshades. I don't know. I mean, like, this is attached to her wrist. I get that part, and then this is all something I have
Well,
no
yeah,
the
I don't either.
tail.
I mean, they're known for their shoreline and like their tropical or subtropical beaches, but I don't, and I mean, obviously they have, like, Charleston is a big historic coastal town, and
Maybe
uh,
that's what
they
this
have
is.
they have all of those houses, that are painted pastel colors, and they have all the old South plantations and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So,
Maybe
but
that's what this is. The
maybe I don't know.
Charleston
Maybe, maybe.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. We'll move on.
Yeah. Good for her.
Miss North Dakota. So she did the tribal thing here,
Okay.
and I mean, I like it.
I like all
I,
of it but the pom-poms on her head.
yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that either. And there again, even if it gives you an idea of, you might not know exactly that it's North Dakota, but you know that it's tribal, so it's going to be one of the states that are more historical for the tribal population.
Right.
So I like it.
Right.
I like it really well.
I Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Miss
No, you know what? I'm
Alabama.
gonna go back to this.
Okay. Okay.
I know what she's going for. I know it's a tribal look, but I'm looking at it more closely, and to be honest with you, she looks like a bag lady.
You think?
She Yeah, I mean, look at the sleeves, the pattern on that. It doesn't look tribal. It's flowery. It looks like Mima's dress that she put a belt on.
Well, maybe, but I don't know enough about North Dakota tribes to know whether the flowers are significant or not. So for me, it doesn't look that for me. To me, it just looks. I mean, obvious. To me, it looks tribal.
Well, I mean, I know she's going for the tribal look, but it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and the flowers may have some,
Maybe it
real
does.
big significance in it. I would assume that it does.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, Miss
So here
Alabama.
we go with Alabama. Oh, roll tide. Well, this doesn't look anything roll tide-ish, does it? I'm not real sure
No,
what she's going for here with old Alabama.
butterfly something.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, here again, Alabama is thick and, like the civil rights movement and those types of historical things. Um, so, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what
I don't
this
know
is
though.
supposed to be.
Well, it's supposed to be a butterfly, but in today's culture and climate, would you go out on that limb?
Well, I don't know if you would or not, but I mean, there's too many butterflies in this pageant. Like, I would go out on something. I mean, I would do something else. They're not just. I
Well,
mean,
but she doesn't know what everybody else is doing.
no, she doesn't. But I mean, is Alabama really known as a butterfly state? I mean, we have beautiful butterflies here, but that's not what our state's known for is butterflies.
Eh,
I've never heard that Alabama is known for.
maybe they're endangered and she's trying to bring the endangered butterfly message to Alabama. I really don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Good
I
for
mean,
her.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know several things about Alabama, but none of them have to do with butterflies.
Butterflies, yeah.
Yeah, and now who's this?
This is Miss Montana.
Oh, Montana, huh?
Mhm.
Well, she looks a little bit like something Hannah Montana would wear, but huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I see she's kind of got the little bit of the cowgirl thing going with the boots and the hat.
That reminds me of Tanya Tucker.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, she's not way off.
No, she's not way off. I mean, it's probably one of those you might. I mean, like this looks like more something I would have thought Texas would have worn instead
Or
of what
Wyoming.
Texas wore or Wyoming. You know, any of those, Montana, Nebraska, any of those states
Well,
through
she is
there that.
Montana.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. It'd be
I
one
guess
of
she
those
got it.
states that I would pick. Yeah,
Yeah. Good for her.
Utah,
Home of the belly dancers.
apparently. Now, see, I would have thought they would have went maybe with something a little more conservative for this state, and I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what the significance is to Utah.
Is she
I
the
don't know.
person on top of the Mormon church?
I doubt that very seriously.
I don't
Yeah, I don't think so.
know what.
I don't either. Let's go because it's not
Maybe she's the son. I don't know.
right. Now here we go again with another sports one.
Those
Kansas.
shoes are horrible.
Yes. Yeah, and boy, that's a pretty skimpy one piece. Look how high cut it is. All the way up to her hips. Wow. Um,
Ah,
yeah, like I said before, I'm not a fan of the sports things. You got more
no,
going on in your state than just your sports teams. So, I mean, for me, it's just not create. There's not much creativity there.
no.
Now, she's a beautiful woman,
Yeah.
but like I said, we're not talking about the women, so we'll
Or
move past.
think outside the box if you're going to do anything sportsy.
Yes, don't
Make
just.
a ball gown out of it or
Yeah,
something.
this Wisconsin,
Woo!
and this doesn't. I have no idea what this represents, but for me, it does not represent Wisconsin. When I think of Wisconsin, I think of cheese or the Green Bay Packers. Or, if you're going to go along that line, what are they known for? What is this?
I have no idea, but she is very excited about it.
Yeah. I guess I'm just not a real big fan of all the headdresses and the big elaborate things that go on your back. I think if it's done tastefully, maybe, but I just don't see the relevance there too. And there again, maybe we're missing something on that. But, another thing I always think about too with Wisconsin is like the Harley Davidson museums there. Um,
Ugh, she a
I don't
tree?
know.
I mean,
I have no idea. No idea. Okay, yeah, I don't like it. Miss Arkansas. Here you go again with all this elaborate. And then she's got what is that down there? Like, is that just part of the stage, the lighting on the stage? But look at all of
yeah, that
this.
black thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's just the
it's
light.
not a prop for her.
Uh-uh. No, and she could have done half of this and would have been just fine.
Right. Here again, I get that whole Vegas showgirl vibe, with all of that kind of stuff like that.
She's the Arkansas Diamond
Oh, really?
because they have Diamond State
Yeah,
Park.
right, yeah.
But all that hanging down crap, that
But
could have
see,
gone.
I would have never connected that with
Mm-mm.
Arkansas. This costume with the Arkansas Diamond. I would have never.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's move on. Boy, this has been real sad. All of these. What?
Yeah.
Huh? Whew. Talk about a headpiece.
Now, unless it's a representation of the Kentucky Derby and the headpieces that they wear for the Kentucky Derby, other than that, I don't understand any of this.
No, I don't either. And to me, here we go again. It's an Asian vibe
Absolutely.
with the dress and everything, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just trying to connect that with Kentucky. When you think of Kentucky, yeah, you think of, the Kentucky Derby, especially Churchill Downs,
Hmm.
that kind of thing. Um, the Appalachian Mountains. They have all of that kind of stuff there. I don't. I mean,
Mhm.
the Louisville Slugger baseball bats. You know,
Yeah, the Asian culture is the last thing I think of.
Yeah, I mean, horse country, horse trainers, horse farms.
Mhm.
Those things are what I think about when I think about Kentucky. So this was for me, unless somebody can figure it out and tell me. And even at that, it's not going to connect the dots for me, not for Kentucky.
Mhm.
All right, let's go on to the next. Miss New York. Now, this, she's got the skyline on her cape.
I get this.
Yeah, I do too.
I get it.
She looks like the I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, if she'd have just come out in that outfit without the cape, I might not would have got it first guess. But with the cape, and then she looks like it's the, I think it Statue of Liberty thing going. Yeah, I think she hit it,
Yeah.
and I actually like it. I
Yeah, it's
actually
not
kind of
bad.
like it. It's creative.
That's a headpiece that is fine. It's not insane. It's
No,
not overdone.
well, and
It's not
she
gonna knock
needed
her
it,
over.
and she
Yeah,
needed it for what she was doing. So okay,
right.
that's good. I like it. Yeah, I think she looks nice. Last but
Oh,
not least,
Miss
Miss
California.
Ooh,
Bless your heart.
boy, girlfriend. Don't you know that cape looks heavy?
Yeah, it
Here
does.
we go again. She was going along with Miss Maine, and who was the other one?
I mean, there were so
They
many.
all bunked together and went to Dollar Tree and
Yeah.
got some of that, Gorilla Glue and the flowers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, this is horrible.
Headpiece needed to go.
Oh, yeah, I would never, ever link this to California. No.
Yeah, orange poppies are their state flower, which is what that on her head is.
Uh-huh, yeah, but still.
I do
I just,
like her uh bathing suit thing, and I like the shoes that they don't take away from whatever she's trying to accomplish here. I
she needed something to take away from that horrible cape she's got going on.
see, and I was thinking if it was, what do you do? Do you get rid of the headpiece and just wear the cape? Or do you get rid of the cape and wear the headpiece? Because you
Well,
can't get rid of them both.
I think for me, if that's what she's going for, obviously, is the poppy flower,
Mhm.
she gets rid of the cape and she just simply comes out with the
The
headpiece.
headpiece, yeah. I
I think
agree.
I would definitely be on board for that.
Yeah.
But all of this, no, it's overkill. Way too much. Way, way, way too much.
I wonder if she's trying to also be like Pasadena and the Rose Bowl,
I
because
don't,
those are roses.
I don't know. Maybe. I
I mean, I give her a 50-50.
yeah.
She got it, but
You had to search for it a little
you
bit,
had to
though.
search for it.
Yeah. So, you have our top three, right?
Uh,
Obviously, number one was Texas.
number one was Texas. Number two was Miss Tennessee. And number three was Miss Maine.
Uh-huh. With her black coastline outfit.
No. I just,
She,
to all that, no.
I know.
None
I
of
know.
them.
Well, and now apparently they've got a little bit of controversy going on, which it wouldn't be the Miss USA pageant without controversy, because there almost always is every year in some form or fashion. But some of the Miss USA contestants were alleging that there was favoritism in this year's competition towards Miss Texas, who actually won,
Right.
because she made history by being the first Filipino American to win the pageant.
Well, that's not why there was
Well, what they
controversy.
were saying is that the article that I read that NBC News did is that some of the contestants were saying that there was favoritism to her because they felt like if she won, she would be making history.
Oh, see, I
Yes.
had read that she had ties with the sponsor of it was either the sponsor of the pageant or somebody, one of the judges of the pageant. She had connections with somebody in the pageant
Uh-huh.
that was affiliated with the pageant, a producer, somebody of the pageant she was really good with, in tight with,
Uh-huh.
and so that's why they were upset. And from what I understand, like, the people that were left on stage just walked off the stage before she was announced the winner, or
Well,
when
what
she was announced a winner.
what I read was some of the contestants walked off stage after she was announced without congratulating her.
Mhm.
Normally, she runs back and they all congratulate her, and
Mhm.
some of them left the stage.
Mhm.
Uh, but
E Evidently, that's a silent protest or something. I don't know.
I guess I don't know. I mean, but let's just think about it for a second. I mean, do we, and I'm not trying to defend or say this is right. So please don't get me wrong. But do we honestly think that it's always been fair and there hasn't been favoritism? No, it's a political type thing. It's there's always something going on. And it truly does the person that probably should have won every year win? No, that's not the way it works. And so for me, you should know all these things going into this pageant. You're adults, you're not children, and you know all the controversy that surrounded the pageant in the past. So you just figure you're going. If you win, great. If you don't, great. But to me, the walking off the stage was poor sportsmanship.
Well,
I don't care how you feel about it. Voice your point. Voice your opinions afterwards. Stay on stage. Congratulate the person that won, and then voice your opinions later. I just think it's rude. I don't
uh,
agree with that.
yeah, I don't know if she had anything personally to do with it or not. I don't think she did. I don't know. In the grand scheme of life, what does winning Miss USA have anything to do with? I mean, these women are going to go on and be influencers and Instagram models and whatever they want to do in life. Winning this title is not going to hold them back any at all.
Right.
I mean, it obviously is going to boost whatever they have going on for them. And I'm sure winning, the prize money and the title does help. But these are all beautiful women. They all won their state, you know. And honestly, and it's just like high school. Once you graduate high school, in the grand scheme of things, being prom king doesn't really matter.
Right. No, not at all. And like I said, I mean, if you've obviously most of these women that are in these are probably people that have been in multiple, if not
Right.
tons of pageants. They know how it works. I mean, it's a cutthroat industry and it's pretty political and I mean, it just is what it is, but still we're grown adults, come on now. Stay on stage. Congratulate her and then go about your business. So, I don't know. I think all in all that the costumes were a bust this year.
Yeah.
I mean, just not a lot, no, just not a lot going on. I felt like positive wise as far as trying to figure out what state it was and just looking nice. Most of them just didn't. So,
Well, let me ask you this question. So we've seen all these costumes. Half of them were up the front of their hoo-haws. The other half of them had pretty much bedazzled bathing suits. They did away with the swimwear competition because of, that had something to do with body positivity or whatever, objectifying women. But yet, here they come out in their little outfits like
oh,
this.
right.
I mean, what's the
My,
difference?
there is no difference. And I think that this is just a way of bending the rules and getting around the swimsuit competition not being in it. I think it's just a way to get around it. You're technically it's not, but you're wearing them. Most all these
Mhm.
women wore some type of a swimsuit,
Mhm.
and so that is a whole nother episode,
But I guess if it's their choice, it's their choice.
I guess. So I mean, if you're going off of that, then you would why not just take a poll? Who feels comfortable doing bathing suits and who don't at the beginning of the when they start planning for it because by the way this looked, most everybody felt comfortable in a bathing suit, and they didn't feel objectified.
And a lot of them shave.
Mhm.
A lot of them do not have razor burn, I can tell you that much. Ha- Up close and personal, baby.
Yep, yep. Mhm. So,
But
all right.
again, all these women are beautiful. I applaud their their self-esteem, their confidence. Good for them.
Yeah, their courage,
Even
their
in the most
fortitude.
ridiculous outfits, they still look amazing.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, they
Um,
sell the garments whether they liked it or not.
right.
I'd never
Yeah,
do
and
it,
they and
so
like I said, they all are beautiful, and that's
absolutely
we were just strictly
critiquing their
critiquing.
outfits
There we go,
in
the
our own
outfits. So,
opinions.
right, right. Not that they matter to anybody. I mean, they matter to
Mm-mm.
us, but anyway, we thank everybody for listening and joining in with us tonight. I hope you had a good time. I know this is episode's a little longer than what we normally do, but boy, there was a lot to talk about. So, don't forget to join us back on Sunday evening for our Scandalous Sunday episode, and have a great, great weekend.
Bye.